In today's video we're going to be taking a look at both the ECC exam and the ECP exam, and I'm going to be going through some things that you may not know about these exams and generally frequently asked questions we get here at Real English. So I'm going to put some of the answers here. So this video will be perfect for you if you are preparing for one of the Michigan exams. So, where do we start? Well, the first thing that you may be kind of a little bit scared about is, and it sounds a bit mean, for the Michigan exams, the ECC and the ECPE, when you go in, you don't come out, kind of thing. There are no breaks. Unlike in Cambridge exams, a lot of the time they give you a break after the use and things like that. Here, you're in the exam the whole time. Yes, of course, you can have a drink of water. Yes, of course, you can go to the toilet. But, you know, you can't take croissants and chocolate and all sorts of things into the exam with you. So all of this has to be done beforehand. So, yes, there is kind of a danger that, you know, after a couple of hours, you're all like this. Hopefully not anyway. But that's the first thing you should remember. No breaks. Secondly, some facts here in the ECC GVR. Notice there's only grammar, vocabulary and reading. There is no close. There are a total of 100 questions, 35 grammar, 35 vocabulary and 30 reading. And you've got 90 minutes to do this. For the ECP, the proficiency one, they up it a little bit. GVCR, okay, so we have 120 questions, 40 grammar, 20 close, 40 vocabulary and 20 reading, and you only have 75 minutes to do that. Oh no, yes, it's a little bit tight, that. You write in pencil. This is very important. I see lots of people taking pens and things into the exam. No point. You write in pencil for your compositions, which is kind of good, because if you make a mistake, make sure you have a rubber and you can keep your writings and things nice and neat. Same thing when you're filling in, you know, their answer sheets, you use a pencil to do this. On the day of the exam, you're going to have a 30-minute introduction, and everyone says, oh, you know, what do they do in 30 minutes? Well, apparently, I know this because I've asked my students, what did you do in there? What were you doing for 30 minutes? First of all, they tell you about filling in the answer sheet, because I've covered this in another video. A lot of students aren't really familiar with the question sheets, or maybe they've been studying by themselves, so when they go in they're like, oh my god, what is that? So they take you through it, what to do and what not to do. They get you seated. What do I mean by this? Well, they make sure everyone is happy with where they're sitting. Maybe some people want to sit at the front, maybe some people want to sit at the back. They get you comfortable, get all your bags and coats and everything away like that. No mobile phones. Of course, they make sure all iWatches these days. No, not allowed those in the exam. No iWatches, and all phones are switched off, not on silent or anything like that. Put away off, as in your coat, in another room off type thing. So that's what they do during the 30-minute intro. Levels of performance. Yes, there are different levels. Yes, we all know there are pass and fails and things like that. But when you get your results, they'll give you like a mark out of 1,000. And this is how it works. So if you're basically below 605, I just say like 60%, it's counted as a fail. A little bit harsh. From 610 to 645, this is a borderline fail. So you were close, but you just never made it. Low pass, by the skin of your teeth, 650 to 745, like 65 to 75% is how I always say it. Then you've got a pass, which is pretty awesome, 75 to 83, and then you have a high pass, which means you are on fire if you get this. So these are the levels of performance, and you'll get your marks on your reports. Also, the way they they have a writing and a speaking scale, which is out of 1 to 5, 1 being very bad, 5 being very good. But this isn't really relevant for students, because you're always going to get a mark like this. You don't get extra time to transfer answers from your paper to your sheets. This is a common problem when, like, you're doing the listening or the GVCR. A lot of people are writing and circling answers on the actual exam paper, which is fine, but remember, you don't get extra time to transfer your answers. You should be doing it as you go. So there's no point in doing the whole listening on the paper and then afterwards starting to transfer them. Do them as you go, because you don't get extra time. And the last thing you want to be doing is filling in your answer sheet in a hurry, because if you make a mistake, remember, it's marked by a machine. That's why at the very start, during your half-an-hour intro, they'll tell you, be very careful where you mark with your pencil, because if you mark in the wrong place, or you put 2 dots, the computer ain't going to realize, and then all your answers are going to be like 1 ahead or 1 behind, and it's going to be a mess. So be very careful when you're filling in that answer sheet. Thank you very much for watching this video. Remember, if you are preparing for your ECCE exam or your ECP exam, we do private one-to-one Skype lessons. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. We'll help prepare you for these exams and get you there. Thanks for watching this video again, and I hope you've learned something. Bye for now.